Who's there? I'm sorry. I didn't hear anyone come in.
No one here but us browsers.
Oh, hi. What are you reading? Side trips through Scandinavia. Oh, Matt. Every summer, just as surely as the annual 4th of July picnic, you get bitten by the wander bug.
And write my annual editorial on the lure of far-off places.
And you come in here with lists a mile long of travel books that you want me to order for you.
And stay right here at my desk in Peyton Place.
Have you seen this one on Africa? All about the game reserve at Serengeti? Or, if that climate's too hot for you, there's always seal hunting in Alaska.
Suppose I told you at this time I was just going to pack up and go.
Matt.
Why not? What's to keep me?
Your work, your friends, your life here. The same things that have always kept you.
Well, things are not exactly the same. There have been some changes and good ones, but now I don't feel like I'll be running out on anyone.
Oh, Matt, I never meant Allison and me to be a burden to you.
Nonsense. You never were. My own inertia. The wire services spilled the entire world all over my desk. Dateline: Rome, Johannesburg, London, Canberra. They beckoned. I just sat nodding at my desk and saying someday and putting it off. But this time...
What will we do without you?
It won't be forever. A year or two, I'll come rolling back here with a whole trunk full of souvenirs and grainy photographs. Not to mention enough anecdotes to keep me dining out indefinitely.
What would you do about the paper?
Well, I've had an offer from a syndicate. They're the only ones buying nowadays.
Oh, Matt, you know that's not the same.
Well, how could it be? With canned news and syndicated features and the same identical editorial on a dozen or more papers in the chain. Well, it'll be readable enough, but it won't have beans to do with Peyton Place or the needs of its citizens.
Have you thought of refusing?
Yes, I have, but what good would it do? What's the alternative?
Get someone to run the paper while you're gone.
It's not likely, but what if I did?
Well, you could come back and take over again. At least the town would go on having a real newspaper.
For how long? See, sooner or later, I'm going to go on a permanent journey, and then my estate will accept the syndicate's offer. And the Peyton Place Clarion, as owned, edited, and published by Matthew Swain, that antiquated individualist, will be one. With the elephant and the dinosaur.
Nothing. And nothing. No breaks, no fractures, no swelling. As a matter of fact, all the bones are where they should be.
Dr. Rossi, I'm so relieved. Kim, the doctor says that your leg is just fine. Would you like to have an ice cream cone to celebrate? Yes? What would you like? Would you like, a double chocolate cone? Or would you like, 1 scoop of Rocky Road and 1 scoop of chocolate? Which would you like? Double chocolate? She's trying to shape my lips to say the first word that I said.
I think that's what I would have selected.
Would you like us to bring back a cone for you, Dr. Rossi?
No, no, thank you, Miss Schuster.
Well, all right, Kim. I think we can go now. Come on. Thank you so much, Dr. Rossi. Goodbye.
Dr. Markham, I didn't know you were waiting out here.
Oh, no problem. I enjoy flipping through these 2-year-old news magazines.
Oh, this is Mrs. Schuster, her daughter Kim. This is Dr. Vincent Markham.
What a pleasure to meet you, Dr. Markham. I've seen your picture so often.
Nice to meet you. Kim. That's a lovely name.
Are you in town to lecture, Dr. Markham?
Oh, just some conversations with Dr. Rossi.
I see. Well, goodbye, gentlemen. Such a pleasure to meet you, Dr. Markham.
See you later, Kim.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, your practice has its fascinations. What was that? A double chocolate and a scoop of Rocky Road. And a lovely child is faking. A mother who rewards her for it.
Well, that's only the top of the iceberg, that's it.
Yes, yes, I can imagine what's underneath.
All right, what about your tests?
Spare me, doctor, spare me. I've already confirmed your diagnosis. I consulted with a physician whose opinion I've always respected.
Oh, that would be Dr. Vincent Markham.
I accept your verdict. I do have polycythemia rubra. And for temporary relief, phlebotomy is indicated. Do you agree?
Well, I never needed convincing.
Well, then, let's get to it. Don't want to waste any more time than is necessary.
Your time or mine?
You know, your mothers could learn something from my Quechua women. They're not afraid to punish their children.
Dr. Markham, Kim happens to be...
Yes, I know. She's deaf.
Fine. All right, you give your Indian women time. Raise their standard of living. Arouse their competitive spirit. Increase their tension. They'll be on tranquilizers soon enough. They'll begin to feel the pangs of parental guilt.
Oh, you're running true to form, Rossi. Consistently negative.
How's your fundraising coming along?
Oh, quite slowly. Have you ever had experience with foundations?
No, I never have.
Negotiations are endless.
Well, you've got a lot of time and a good cause.
I'm returning to my mission immediately.
Well, that's a change, isn't it? Yesterday, you said you were going to stay here for a while.
For a few days. But I did not say I was not returning. Yesterday, you were quite persuasive.
I'd say I was realistic. We both know the indicated therapy for polycythemia. To avoid any physical or mental strain. Stay away from excessive temperatures. And above all, avoid high altitudes.
Doctor, my patients happen to live in the high Andes. That doesn't leave me much choice, does it?
Well, I didn't know you wanted to die.
Die? I want to live, Doctor. Live. Not vegetate. It's possible to slow down the progress of this disease with the proper treatment, drugs, radiation. If necessary, I can get down to Lima. I can take
Whatever Vincent Markham wants, he can make sound very reasonable.
There's another reason I've come here. I want you to join me, Rossi.
Join you?
Yes, you have a certain potential beyond the medical demands of Peyton Place.
Well, I happen to think that the treatment of the Kim Schusters of the world, some of that has value, too.
Well, indeed, so do I. But Dr. Morton is quite able to handle that. I could shape you for something more demanding.
Well, I'm sure I should be flattered by that, but tell me, why me?
It's instinct, I suppose. You're rugged enough physically and mentally, capable of meeting my standard. Of course, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. What do you say?
Coming from you, that's quite a tribute.
Well, my motives are purely selfish. I want you to keep me alive. If it works out, eventually you can replace me.
Well, I'm afraid I can't give you an answer now.
Rossi, you will consider it.
Kim, look, that's a helicopter. It's like a plane, see?
Amy! Amy! Amy!
No. No, Amy is not coming. I'm sorry, Kim.
Posse? You presumptuous meddler. Just what did you tell my brother to force him to come here?
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
You're not interested in medicine. You're more interested in becoming a martyr.
Get out and stay out of my life.
What do you want with my Joe? Joe left town.
When did you leave?
Why are you asking me these questions?
If you want to see Betty...
I am.
Then see her. But don't get your hopes up. She's too sharp to stick with a phony.
You're not speaking from personal experience, are you?